E aí pessoal, estamos de volta com Bioshock. A gente vem aqui. Bom, nós vamos ao encontro do Ender Wiles, no canto da cidade. Deixa eu ligar aqui rapidão. Deixa eu ligar para esse número aqui. Poxa, não dá pra usar não. Cadê? 4 8. Olha só. Fica logo do lado de um vulcão subterrâneo. Não, subterrâneo não, submerso. Bom, ele aponta pra lá e tem que ir pra cá. Rodando meu lugar, será?
His light shineth even down here in the murk. I shall lay my vengeance upon you! Come on then! Fight me properly!
Oh, esses caras fortes da porra. Caralho! Esse lugar aqui sem espaço é foda. O cara sumiu, foi?
You can taste it, can't you? Andrew Ryan.
We have turned away from your light.
Poxa, não quebra não essa vez.
I will be
Vai, cara.
Futuristics. He owns it now, lock, stock and barrel. For the good of the city, he says. He'll break it up in due time, he says. I've resigned from the council and lodged me letter of protest, but that's just pissing in the wind. It'll be war, I say, unless somebody stops Ryan, and right fast.
Aqui.
I spent the afternoon trying to get as close to Ryan's gate as possible without making a spectacle of myself. He's got it shielded 6 ways till Easter. There's no way into that base. All I got for my trouble was the hairy eyeball from Ryan Splicer mates. What's the reward you get for trying to outsmart the best electrical engineer of our generation?
Joga mais aí. Aqui não dá pra passar. Pegando essas caixas. Tô achando essa metralhadora muito fraquinha.
A worm looks up and sees the face of God. But look around. It's a regular convention of worms in here. They all had mothers, fathers, people who loved them. They got married, fucked their wives. What makes you think you're any different? I haven't chosen the spot for you on the wall yet. Let me know if you have a preference.
I never killed a man, let alone a mate. But it...
Ei,
I had to
soltou.
go jungle style with that filthy ape for 3 weeks, but he finally spilled the beans on how to get to Andrew Ryan. Generate a sympathetic overload in harmonic chord number 3. It's that simple. Now all I gotta do is figure out what the hell a sympathetic overload is, and for that matter, a harmonic chord number 3. Piece of cake for an electrical engineer. Too bad I designed ladies' shoes. Gonna go see the grease monkeys left alive in heat loss monitoring. See what I can shake out of their trees.
Like all parasites who ever tried to walk in stolen shoes. I'd explain the science that renders what you're trying to do impossible, but that would be like playing Mozart for a tree frog.
I never killed a man, let alone a mate. But this is what things come to. I don't know if killing Mr. Ryan will stop the war, but I know it won't stop while that man breathes. I love Mr. Ryan, but I love Ratchet. If I have to kill one to save the other, so be it.
Todos eles são bem doidos.
Where is thus saith the Lord God?
Rapture is coming back to life. Even now, can't you hear the breath returning to her lungs? The shops reopening, the schools humming with the thoughts of young minds. My city will live, my city will thrive. And when that day comes, we'll use your tombstone for pavement tiles.
And what did it get me, huh? Your rivers turn to blood!
Ignore the lies of Atlas and his parasites. Rapture is on the rise.
Como é que funciona esse núcleo aqui? A água evapora com a lava? Esse aí é o mais forte do Mori, né? O cara cai lá embaixo.
I'm his hammer and his tongue! Power!
É bem difícil ouvir os áudios aqui, né? Porque eu vim aqui separado porque me bagunça.
Strikes me that Fontaine wasn't overly inconvenienced by his own demise. On New Year's Eve, these wretched splicers come streaming out of the poorhouses and stormed the proverbial barricades. The dead rot in the streets, and Johnny and Janie Citizen are lined up round the block for plasmids. Anything to help fend off the rabble.
Eu ouvi o certo, não é isso.
Like them Eve's apple berries go through penicillin. I've got Atlas's goons hitting us non-stop and 2 dead mechanics just this week. We need to control costs. If I wanted to deal with amateurs, I would have stayed on dry land. Do you guys have any idea there's a war on? If you don't follow proper maintenance on those big daddies, they burn through those R-34s like them Eve's apple berries go through penicillin. I've got Atlas's goons hitting us non-stop and 2 dead mechanics just this week. We need to control costs. If I wanted to deal with amateurs, I would have stayed on dry land.
eu preciso descer, se não sair da escada. Deixa eu ver o que eu vou fazer aqui. Sumiu o corpo. Nossa, tá mudando muito fácil, velho. Ô, demônio, cara. Esse cara aqui que tá tão difícil matar.
Imagine the will it took to create a place like this. And what have you built? Nothing. You can only loot and break. You're not a man. You're just a termite at the side.
Não tem máquina de mais munição não, viu? Só tem essa, né? Se meter aí, eu vou morrer, né?
Over there, yeah.
Why can't Ryan take care of this crap himself?
Because Mr. Ryan's got more important things to do than to enforce loyalty in the ranks. Say hello to Fontaine, you backstabbing son of a bitch!
Before the final rat has eaten the last gram of you, Rapture will return. I will lead a parade. Who was that, they'll say, as they point to the sad shape hanging on my wall. Who was that?
I begged Mr. Ryan to hand Fontaine's heuristics over to Atlas's boys as a peace offering, but the stupid sod won't listen to reason. Instead, he's just splicing his mob up, giving them more and tougher plasmids. There's an arms race on here in Rapture, but it's not about who can build the best guns and the biggest bombs. It's about who can become less of a man and more of a monster.
Like Sally and dressed to the nines. She's played her cards pretty close to the vest, but you ain't gotta be no college job to see that she's into some bad china. She was asking about magnetic locks and some such. I played it coy, but she took wise. After she showed me round her backyard, I gave her directions to Keyboard's tool shop. Rapture's gone to hell. But sometimes the great change still cuts you a break.
Nem usa isso aí. Tá porra.
Seen such terrible things and done worse myself. Thank you for reminding me that the light of the world has not yet been snuffed out. I am sending a little one to help you on your way.
Kindly very by, Mr. B.
Agora tem que fazer o que aqui? Já termina aqui?
Let me tell you something about keyboards and all them university types. They're so smart, except when they ain't. I put a couple of drinks in him last week, and before I could say boo, he's telling me he's got the code to his office keyed to the date of Australia Day. Now's every weeks I slip in real gentle and nick a buck or two from the till. The Aussie never notices, and I ain't about to tell him. Seems like there's all kind of crazy stuff back there. Maybe one day I'll get more ambitious.
Feel your cravings and the circus of value.
A man builds a city at the bottom of the sea. That's a marvel. Another man happens to be on a plane that crash lands on the same city in the middle of the ocean. Why, that sounds more like a miracle.
Não é isso.
Cursed be you in the king!
Aí, olha essa metralhadora que tá horrível. O homem tá, acho que não tem andamento, né? Não, o homem tá andamento.
I suppose. Spliced up. Forgot. I believed in this place. I believed in Ryan. But when it got hard, Ryan didn't believe in rapture. Didn't believe in the Great Chain. He believed in power. And now this place is busto. And my girl is... gone. Worse than gone. One of those... things. So am I an assassin? Well, only one way to find out.
Falhando aqui. Deixa eu rápido. Enganei. Deu trabalho, hein?
You saved me.
Cheio de dinheiro. Olha aqui, ó. Vou gastar. Let's go.
I wore it for you, Father. It's what you like. Hold it! He died for your sins! For your sins! I send you
Cheio de dinheiro aqui.
Welcome to the circus of value.
To build a city at the bottom of the sea in Senate. But where else could we be free from the clutching hand of the parasites? Where else could we build an economy that they would not try to control, a society that they would not try to destroy? It was not impossible to build rapture at the bottom of the sea. It was impossible to build it anywhere else.
Falta só uma agora. Aí, ó. Aí a máquina que tá procurando.
Bienvenido al amorito. Muchas gracias, señor.
Welcome to the circus of value.
Eita porra! Parece que alguém ficou bugado, né? Olha lá.
Get up, Mr. Bubbles! No! 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 Thank you, mister. Thank you.
Bom, agora eu posso gastar esse negócio. Já que não tem mais nenhuma pra cá, então... mais nenhuma lira assistente, né? Onde que é? mais pelas mídias, vamos ver. Deixa eu ver o que tem aqui. Ó, tem o raio elétrico 3. Poxa, nutrição 3. Nem sabia que tinha. Bora. Bem ruim de acertar.
Bienvenido al amor. Muchas gracias, señor. Spices are dragging the young woman off right now. I'm certain she's one of Ryan's spies, sent to feel me out. I think she is. If I'm wrong, an innocent girl will end up on Ryan's bloody trophy wall. If I'm right, well, I best be right. The device is almost finished. I can't get soft now, I can't.
To build a city at the bottom of the sea, insanity. Where else could we be free from the clutching hands of parasites? Where else could we build an economy that they would not try to control, a society that they would not try to destroy? It was not impossible to build rapture at the bottom of the sea. It was impossible to build it anywhere else.
And it was pouring juice down Ryan's throat, choking the bastard. But it wasn't a tree, really. When I looked closer, it was the core control, the gizmo that feeds the maglocks on Ryan's gate. You can't cut off the power. It comes right from the volcanic vents. Ryan always gets his juice. But I suppose you could drown the son of a bitch in it.
the hour. I thirst, baby.
Estudioso. Tenha mais vantagem em suas investigações com plasmídeos. Estudioso. Leve as suas análises além.
The basic casing is ready. I've got one charge of nitroglycerin in my office. That will serve as the catalyst. Now, I need a 4R34 lead shield wire stubs to pass the circuit. Then a half can of ionic gel, that's the pretty Betty of the mix. Should send the core into compensation mode, push power down the line and trigger the circuit breaker on Ryan's gate. Well, that's the theory. It'll either work like a charm, or blow up half of Rapture. Nothing ventured.
From the moment you boot up Bioshock,
Eu não tenho os itens necessários.
I've turned away from your light. Even Miles is important. She's everything. Say.
Ih, parece que o cara tá atrás de mim, velho. Então é essa.
Jesus loves me.
Você tem essa máquina aqui? Ou a vitrola aqui?
Is there blood on the streets? Of course. Have some chosen to destroy themselves with careless splicing on the Nile? But I will make no proclamations. I will dictate no laws. The great chain moves slowly, but with wisdom. It is our impatience that invites in the parasite of big government. And once you've invited it in, it will never stop feeding on the body of the city.
Deve ter dano dela. Bom, eu consegui que eu tinha que montar tudo de novo para pegar todos esses itens. Então, simbora. Ah, tá faltando coisa ainda? Não acredito. O que tá faltando aqui? Tem que botar lá de novo. Bom, agora vai.
Does it look like it's a real bomb? It better. You got to put it on the core, past geothermal control. And we'll see if these needle noses knew what the hell they were talking about.
I traded you, oh Lord.
Achei.
And what did it get me, huh?
I tracked the problem that was blocking the tubes here, and you'll never believe where I ended up. The damn farmer's market, clear on the other end of Rapture. I fixed it right up and installed some new gaskets. Oof, what a mess. Anyway, the code is 0512 if you ever need to get back in there to do maintenance.
Ah, era aqui que tem que pegar o código. Não dá pra ver aqui, tinha umas cores nesse canto aqui. Tá deitado no meio do chão aí, palhaço. Agora fudeu mesmo. Ficou de novo, nunca.
This happened right after the start of the war. Read about it in the papers. Head on in. I'll see what I can dig up to help.
Ei, pegou em mim mesmo essa porra. Tá, vamos ver o que temos aqui.
Will these creatures kill you? Even I don't know. As you drag me closer to the abyss, you pull yourself right along with me. I offer you a quick death, Parasite. Preferable to what you learn if you win.
I'm sorry, Father. I must be you in the Lord.
Eu tô invencível, tchau. É, Pedro, vou te salvar. Já posso ir embora já? Vou vazar.
So far away from your family, from your friends, from everything you ever loved. But for some reason, you like it here. You feel something you can't quite put your finger on. Think about it for a second, and maybe the word will come to you. Nostalgia. What did Atlas offer you? A piece of my plundered city? Mark my words, your only reward will be a knife in the back.
Essa porra. Essa corrente tá mais forte que normal. É isso, mano. Caralho, que torreta do demônio, velho. Vou ter que comprar uns kit médicos. Sai do meio.
In the end, all that matters to me is me. And all that matters to you is you. It is the nature of things.
What is the difference between a man and a parasite? A man builds, a parasite asks, where's my share? A man creates, a parasite says, what will the neighbors think? A man invents, a parasite says, watch out, or you might tread on the toes of God.
Essa parte tá mais longa do que eu esperava.
Even in the book of lies, sometimes you find truth. There is indeed a season for all things. And now that I see you flesh to flesh and blood to blood, I know I cannot raise my hand against you. But know this. You are my greatest disappointment. Does your master hear me? Atlas? You can kill me, but you will never have my city. My strength is not in steel and fire. That is what the parasites will never understand. A season for all things. A time to live and a time to die. A time to build and a time to destroy! Come now, my child. There is one final thing to discuss.
What? Ryan's at the core to self-destruct. This is different than what you did. He's got a mind to take down the whole damn city. Get in there and whack the chunk before the whole joint blows.
Tá, deixa eu pegar um item aqui primeiro. Eu senti. Deixa eu ver o áudio.
Initial deployment, Vita Chamber. Client Ryan Industries, stage 1, age complete. Sinclair and Alexander tried to explain the science to me, but Suchong does not believe them. They keep saying plasmid reconstruction this and quantum entanglement that, and then poof, dead people come back to life. Bullshit! Of course, Ryan will only allow it to be tuned to his genetic frequencies for the testing.
Welcome to the circus.
Break her neck for me. What? Break that sweet puppy's neck. No, please. Break that puppy's neck. No. No. Very good.
Porra, é isso? Como é que eu doido da caralho?
Advanced deployment, Lot 111, Dr. Suchong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Baby is now a year old, weighs 58 pounds, and possesses gross musculature of a fit 19-year-old. The results are disappointing, but within expected tolerances.
The assassin has overcome my final defense, and now he's come to murder me. In the end, what separates a man from a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses. A slave obeys. You think you have memories. A farm. A family, an airplane, a crash, and then this place. Was there really a family? Did that airplane crash, or was it hijacked? Forced down by something less than a man, something bred to sleepwalk through life until they are activated by a simple phrase spoken by their kindly master. Was a man sent to kill, or a slave? A man chooses. A slave obeys. Come in. Would you kindly? Powerful phrase. Familiar phrase.
Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find Red Home? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Sit, would you kindly? Stand, would you kindly? Run! Stop! Turn. A man chooses. A slave obeys. Kill! A man chooses. A slave obeys. Obey!
Hurry now! Grab Ryan's genetic key! Now would you kindly put it in that goddamn machine?
Mas é um filho da puta mesmo. Vai em zigue-zague, zigue-zague, menina. Ai!
Welcome back, child. Welcome to the city where you were born. You are angry at Fontaine, yes? Now you know the truth. You are his tool, brought back to Rapture to save him. You have saved many of my little ones. I owe you a debt. While you sleep, I undo some of Fontaine's mental conditioning. His control is no longer complete, but he can still pull some very unpleasant strings.
Everything will be fine. Yeah, it'll all be fine.
Free made your mind with many locks and keys. Fontaine has most of those keys, but not all. Suchong designed your mind, taught Fontaine to control you. You might find answers in Suchong's flat in Mercury Suites.
Bom, eu vou encerrar por aqui. A gente volta na próxima parte. Até mais. Falou.